Well, welcome. We wanted to show some additional alternate energy systems, and especially a little bit more affordable one. Last energy system we showed was in the $20,000 price tag range if you'd purchased it all at one time. I'm going to show you one today, a little smaller system and what it will do and all that good stuff. This is at a hunting camp that we frequent from time to time. And other than some generator power, when the guys bring a generator here with them and such, the only power source that keeps the batteries charged is this one single panel, this one single 120 watt Kyocera panel, and it keeps the battery bank charged in between the times they're not here. One thing about solar panels, a lot of folks have posted in some of the forums and such asking questions about them. These are pretty durable panels, okay? If you're not familiar with this stuff, this isn't glass, alright? This isn't something that is just going to break really easy, okay? Oh yeah, the guy's nuts. Well, you're right about that part. Anyway, and there's an awful lot of sun glare there. I apologize about that. It's midday. But these are pretty durable panels. You're not going to bust them really easy. They're rated really well against hail. I know John was telling me they have some pretty tremendous hail here sometimes when they're here. But they're pretty durable, these panels are and such, and I think they're a good option for the homesteader or the survivalist. We're going to go inside and we're going to look at some of the other components of this system. Alright, and just a little quick caveat, this is love bug season here in this area of the country, so you will see dead love bugs from time to time in here. It's not that this place is never kept up, it's just simply that you have to sweep 4 or 5 times a day with these little bad boys, and of course, being a seasonal use type thing at the hunting camp here, there's not always somebody here to sweep them up. So it's not that anybody lives in sanitary, it's just that it's not a full-time, round-the-clock, year-use type setup. Battery bank on this system is much smaller than the last system we showcased and such, and these are a smaller type battery as well. These are the Trojan T105 batteries. This is your standard, what would be called a golf cart type battery and such. You see a little bit more insulation also in this setup with this battery bank, because number one, it gets a little colder where we're at. We're in a different location, and also the fact that no one's here year-round. So it does go through periods where there is really cold temperatures, probably well in the freezing temperatures in here where we're at, and such a little higher elevation in that as well too. So again, this is why the battery bank is slightly different here as far as the configuration and a little bit more of the insulation and such like that. It is vented in several places here. Of course, there's a window right next to it, and then you see down there there's slats in the floor. Can't show you all of it for OPSEC reasons, obviously, but there is a powered vent and such as well. They do overdo the whole thing of venting a battery bank. I'm not telling you not to be safe and all that good stuff, but it's I've been in here with 6 or 10 guys that have been up hunting, and guys have been standing around here smoking and with lit cigarettes, and it's not a problem. Now obviously we told them get the heck out of here, put that thing out, get out of this, get away from the battery bank. But the point is, you see a lot of people freaking out if somebody comes within 100 feet of a battery bank with a cigarette or an open flame. You're going to have Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It's just not that way, folks. But these Trojan golf cart batteries, again, this is the T105 model. This is your more common, golf cart type battery. These typically, I think the last change out, I researched all this stuff before we came up because we came by ourselves today. These were typically about $75 a piece. I'm sure they're a good bit higher now, but any of your, like JoJo's Golf Club or golf cart company, such like that, they can order these batteries for you. And again, it's a 6-volt battery, so we have them wired in series and in parallel to get the 12-volt. That's what we're doing here, where we're wiring these two together like that. Okay, that is bumping up the voltage from 6 volt to 12 between the two of them, and then tying the ends together like we've done here on this side and on that side is what basically bumps up the amperage and such. And again, I'm not an electrician, but I've set up a few battery banks like this before, including this one, and this one's worked good for approximately 3 years now. So the total cost for this set of batteries right here, and there's 12 of them, was approximately $750. So again, these guys that you know, maybe the last system we showed you, you know, it was a little bit too much money wise and such, this is a good cheaper way to get started. Now, just as in the previous system, and again, this is just, you know, Jimbo's hunting camp in the middle of you know, southern state and such. You know, this isn't going to be something. None of these guys were concerned about aesthetics here. Okay, so yeah, you know, should you run your stuff in conduit and make it look really pretty and have a nice clean installation? Well, yeah, sure. You get a bunch of good old boys that do electricity, you know, for a living, you know, up here on a weekend to put something like this together. They're probably not going to fool with this stuff. Okay, so that's up to you. You make it as clean as you want to make it. But again, this system, being that it's so smaller, uses one of the C40 charge controllers. This is a slightly different unit in that it doesn't have the electronic LED readout and such at the front of it here. What it does is it shows you the amount of charge based on the color and such. And since we were here and I didn't want to forget, what I did was I set it to an equalization charge. I'm the one typically asked to help maintain the system since I have a little experience with it and such. But so I didn't want to leave and forget about it.